Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Today, we have a special episode for you guys. We're going to be talking about VeeCon, our plan for VeeCon, what we're looking forward to at the event, our schedules, my panels I'm moderating, all that. But before we get into that, we have some news for you folks. In fact, Michael specifically has some news for you.
Wow, that was a horrible whistle. Yes, I finally sold my Bored Ape 2 weeks shy of 2 years owning it.
Wow, it's gone, folks. Yeah. The podcast cover art, Bored Ape is gone. Yeah. It's been sold.
It's been sold. I feel good about it. However, I was the absolute local bottom signal, like the bottom. It's up like 5 or 6 ETH since I sold it.
Okay, so let's
literally bottom.
We need to walk through the mental process here because you decided to sell it. What day did you sell it? Why did you sell it at that exact moment?
I think I sold it on Monday. And you know why? Because it just had been when I first started talking to you guys about it, it was at like 50 and
ETH. Yeah, 50 ETH.
Yeah, it was at like 50 ETH and it just was inching down. And then it was like 43. And this was on Sunday. And then remember I think that was like, I'm going to sell tomorrow. I think I said on the episode, I'm going to sell tomorrow. And then I just got up and I was like, and I went and I listened to I watched the entire episode of Carly with the new CEO, Yuga. Yeah. And I mean, he's very, very smart, very, very impressive. Like, I'm sure they're going to do incredible things, but this is nothing about it's almost, I don't know, just nothing about bringing value to that OG collection with respect to the game. And I don't know. I just don't think that's on his mind. His mind is getting millions of daily users. And I don't blame him. That's his job. You know what I mean? That's how they're going to get rich. Like the holders got rich for the last couple of years, and now it's time for the VCs and the company to get rich. In my opinion, that's kind of the vibe I got. So I was just like, it's time. And it was inching down. I was like, what am I going to do? Watch it go to like $25,000 and just be vomiting all over the place. So, like I said in the Discord, I was like, I don't have the stomach to watch it keep going. Mm-hmm. So I listed a little above floor and sat there for a few hours and nobody was buying it. And I looked like the last couple of days, all the purchases are on the floor except for one, and it was 50 ETH. And I was like, oh, okay, someone went a little above. And literally like an hour later is when the new CEO tweeted out. Did you see his tweet that was like, I told my kids they have a new member of the family or something. And then he was like, does Ape still follow Ape? And he had his Bored Ape. And it was the one that was for 50. No, that became like a thing. And all that.
Oh, no wonder I kept seeing everyone doing that. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, because the CEO did it with his new Ape. Okay. And then everyone, that's just that thing with the Bored Apes. Everyone started doing it. So I saw that, and then I was just like, nothing is selling for over floor. And then I was like lowering it to just above floor. And then I was like, I'm just going to accept the bid. I just accepted a bid. And it's already sold a couple times since for like right around the same price. But it's inched up. I hope for everybody it keeps going up. It is what it is. But it was nice for our family. Brought home some money and.
Yeah, was your wife happy?
Yeah. She was happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael. Buying it at 0.88 ETH and selling it for 41 ETH, like that. If you just zoom out and just think about that, that's insane. That's pretty crazy.
That's insane by itself. But then remember the Ape coin and the mutant. And
all the other stuff you got from it. So
I saw one of my other deeds, my mutant other deed. That had nothing on it for 7 ETH in the hype of the other deed drop. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was looking back at all the different things.
Yeah. Oh, you're going down memory lane.
Yeah. And I still have my mutant. And one of the things I was really worried about was a Magic City Apes. And I still have a mutant. I mean, no one knows if I do or don't, but so
Oh, true. Yeah,
I mean,
you're mutant.
but I don't have like I'm not using that as my PFP. I'm using that eagle that I made. If anyone wants to go check out my new Twitter PFP, I created that.
I kind of like part of me wants you to make your mutant the new podcast cover art because
Okay.
I'm like, so this is because
Yeah,
part of me
well,
is
what's up?
like,
What's up?
let
Over
Michael
here.
do what he wants. Obviously, this is your thing, you choose, and it's like you really want to do your eagle, and then part of me is like, no, he should do some popular collection because then it's just kind of
Yeah,
like
'cause it's
adds
for
to the
NFT.
credibility, whatever.
That's
but
true.
at the end of the day, choose whatever you think is best.
The mutant, honestly, like if I had to pick one collection for me, it would
Yeah.
be the doodles. But like we talked about, I don't want it to be doodles necessarily.
Let's
Because
see,
then
you
we're like,
buy a doodles,
then we're
huh?
like, I was close to buying it. Doodles is like 2.25 right now.
I know.
I'm like really close to buying one. That's a nice price.
It is a nice price.
Especially since I just sold one. It'd be nice to pull something new in. But yeah.
Or
So
your
I did it.
FaceTime frog. What if that was your
Yeah.
PFP?
Yeah, that's not really a PFP.
Okay, fair.
I guess you have to you could crop it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I mean, I don't know.
So now Michael
I know what
is
you mean. We have to talk
debating-
about that because I'm down to put the mutant on the podcast for sure. It does lend credibility. It is like the ugliest thing of all time.
It's not that bad. I feel like
I mean,
that guy
I
really
already
made the
have it.
mutants look
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, there's a couple people that I mean, it's funny seeing people rep those because they're those dripping faces.
I know all the what is it called? Shit posters on Twitter.
Yeah.
They rep mutants.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let us know what you guys think.
And the
If-
mutants 10 ETH, 18 grand still.
Yeah.
But I want to go to Ape Fest. I think Ape Fest is going to be around Art Basel.
Oh yeah, they said, it's not going to be in New York, but
it's not in
they
New
said it's
York, and
coming
it
up
still will be this year.
sometime. Yeah, this year.
Yep. So people were guessing Vegas or why not Art Basel? I think it makes sense to do it right before Art Basel.
In Miami. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to go to that.
Because that's how they get a buzz going. If they do it, right before Art Basel and get a couple major stars,
True.
that's a buzz.
That would be big.
Bored Apes? How do I get into that party? You got to buy a freaking $25,000.
I mean, last 4-day event in Miami, oh my gosh, the line was all the way around the freaking block. It was crazy.
That was wild. That was crazy.
Yeah.
You probably got let right into VIP entrance.
My friends were at the front.
I know. I'm sure they were.
I felt bad. I was like, I don't even have one of these.
Just wandering in. They let you right in. I'm waiting in line for 6 hours. People passing us through. Cleared away.
This episode is brought to you by Swoops, a true strategy game for basketball fanatics. Bringing basketball to the blockchain, draft, train, and strategize your way to running the court and winning real money competitions.
Yeah, if you've been listening to our pod, this is the 6th week in a row we've been talking about Swoops. Last week, I started talking about the Super Bowl. And for the last week, I've been watching it all go down. It's really fun. They're down to the final 4. Teams are Unchained Web, the Metaverse, Night Jays, and Star Gods. If any of you guys are listening, say what's up that you run those teams. But actually, Captain from Coffee with Captain has a team.
Oh, nice.
And he was a 16 seed and had a big upset in the first round.
Oh.
So I was hoping he would make a run. I was watching that. It's an absolutely fun game. It's fun to play against your friends and play against people. I've had a couple games now where people from our community have hit me up and we play against each other and have a quick one-on-one game and see who wins. And I actually won one and lost one versus the 2 people I played. So that was pretty neat. There's $5,000 in payouts for this, by the way. So the winner's going to get $1,500. Like you play, it's free to play. Once you have one swoop and you can actually win. And they have things going on all the time. You can win a bunch of money. But the real thing to do now, this week is the week of the pre-sale. I don't want to gloss over that.
Yep. Yeah. The mint is coming up, which, Michael's been playing with the season 0 swoopsters, and now they're coming out with the season 1 swoopsters. So yeah, basically there's a supply of 1,500. The price is going to be 0.05 ETH. There's a 3-day minting period. Day 1, Wednesday, May 17th, is going to be a mint day exclusive to those who own a Swoopster. All right. And the cutoff date for that was 5/14. You have to be an owner on that day to gain access to the owners only event. Day 2 of the minting is the pre-sale on Thursday, May 18th. So this is a mint day exclusive to those who have signed up for the pre-sale event. If you want to sign up for the pre-sale event, you can click the link in the show notes or go to playswoops.com and click on pre-sale. Make sure if you do that, if you sign up for the pre-sale, you use code NFT Catcher, because not only are you going to let them know that you came from the podcast, but you're also automatically going to be entered to win a Swoopster as well for free. So that's pretty exciting. And then the final day of minting is the public mint on Friday, May 19th. This is the mint day open to anyone, assuming that there is any supply left. There we go. Yeah, that's exciting. So playswoops.com, folks. Check it out and let us know if you end up getting some Swoopsters. Now back to the show.
Let's go.
Speaking of me being VIP, VeeCon.
Whoa.
Am I right?
Yes.
VeeCon,
yes.
am I right, folks? All right. So, okay, now jumping into the VeeCon portion of this episode, we're going to talk about our schedule because, you know, we both are kind of flying in and out at different times, and we're going to talk about what events we're going to and all that. And then, of course, the panels that I have. So hopefully if you guys are attending VeeCon, you can come to my panels. That would be awesome. But let's start with Wednesday because, Michael, I know that, so I fly in Wednesday night, so I'm not doing anything on Wednesday, but I know you're flying in earlier on Wednesday. So what do you have planned?
That is correct. I land at about 3:00 and I'm going to go check in. I'm staying in a hotel right next to the stadium, but it's not a very nice hotel. It's not getting great reviews.
Wow, what is it? Oh, wait, maybe you shouldn't dox.
Oh, I don't care. It's the Holiday Inn just on the west side of the stadium.
Okay.
And then I was
Let's
looking
go.
at the reviews today, and there were a couple people like it was dirty, but like, oh, there was a lot of good ones too.
I low-key love like trashy hotels that are like not bougie at all. There's something about it.
Well, that one you and your sister stayed at in New York was definitely not bougie.
It was so bad. There was one bathroom for the whole floor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a hostel.
Yeah.
There were other people in your room, you know, like
I know.
no, okay. No, that's so I'm at the Holiday Inn there, and it's just like a downtown Holiday Inn. So hopefully it's all right.
Well, is it walking distance from the Lucas Oil Stadium?
It's literally super close. It's right
that's
next
perfect
to it.
then. Yeah,
that's right. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sleep there. That's
and
it.
I got it for free with Avios points. So
let's go.
Yeah, I got it for free. Got my flight for free with Southwest points.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah. So what are you doing Wednesday as far as
so
VeeCon
Wednesday?
goes?
I'm going to go to this thing called PreCon. And do you know Gentle Tornado?
Yes.
Yeah, he's putting it on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that should be fun. I'm excited to.
Yeah, and we're gonna recap everything, by the way, folks. So we'll definitely do a whole episode recapping our experience. But yeah, I'm excited to hear about how that goes for you.
Yeah, and sacrilege in the NFT space. It actually costs $25 to go, which I think is cool because if you're putting on an event, no, seriously,
no, yeah,
I'm joking saying it's sacrilege. Everybody wants all these crazy parties and they want it completely free.
Yeah, true.
You know, like I've never paid for this. Will be I think the first one I've ever paid for probably. But that's cool. If you're putting on a party, you should recoup the money or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like community led, obviously they need to get some funds for it somehow.
Yeah, there's just like a guy like just having fun or whatever. So
that's cool. So you're doing that Wednesday.
I'm gonna do that Wednesday, and I'm gonna do that. That's all I'm gonna really do. I'm gonna go back and try and get a good night's sleep.
All right. Okay. And then Thursday rolls around. Thursday is basically kind of like the opening day event. So there's the field day event from I think 2 to 8. And then there's like the live entertainment, which is going to be Busta Rhymes performing from 8:30 to 10, I believe I want to say, or 8 to 10:30. And that day, so I'll definitely be at the field day event. So if you guys are going to that, come find me. And then my sister has this live stream that she has to host at 7. So I'm going to go back to the hotel and then come back in time to see Busta Rhymes. Hopefully can make it in time to see him perform. And yeah, that should just be fun, fun full day event. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be pretty packed. I'm sure a lot of people will be there. It'll be a great time to just connect with people before the actual conference. Because it's always fun when you're like the next day at the conference, you run into people that you met the day before. That's always cool. So it'll be nice.
That's the one last year that I couldn't even get into.
Oh, okay. So so then you probably got to get there early, like, because it starts at 2.
Right. I'll get there early. I also think that they learned a lot. Gary has talked a bunch of times about learning from the mistakes last year. I've already seen they have more food options because last year that was kind of a thing. There weren't a lot of really good food options.
I bet that they picked much bigger spots. And I also think that there's going to be less people there than last time. So I think I think it won't be too bad.
Last time was like a pilgrimage for Gary V people. Like it was you know what I mean? It was.
But you know what? For the conference, like
you think there's really going to be less people?
I mean, I kind of feel like there is because it's more of a bear market than when it was last time. But then again, I don't know.
That could be.
But we'll let you guys know. We'll for sure let you guys know how we feel it turns out. But I was going to say the alpha for the conference, don't show up on time or early. Don't show up right when it starts. Because that's literally like all the early birds think that it's like the alpha to show. The alpha is to show up late because then you could just go right in.
Walk right in. And there's nothing going on super duper duper early. Either.
There's no benefit to being there. I mean, I don't know. If you're that type of person, go for it. But if you don't want to wait in a long line for the conference, don't show up early. Do not.
Do you know what happened last year with the merch for the people that showed up early?
Oh, so was that the reason why people showed up early? Because they had merch?
Well, they had real limited edition merch. Okay. But when they opened the gates, there was actually like a rush to it, and there were like fights, and it was like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so that's the incentive because the merch. I mean,
they're not doing that this time. though. They're not doing it the same way this time.
Okay.
They're not gonna have like a rush release like that because they realized it was a mistake.
That's good. Yeah. That's. I know everyone was fighting for those hoodies. You just buy one. I don't know. Tweet about it on Twitter. Someone will sell you theirs, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And also on Thursday there's like a community stage at this event, right?
Oh, there is. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know
that. Is that at the same place? Yeah, where did you? Field day. Yeah, it's at the field day because there's a couple notable ones. There's one in particular that
I love how you know more than me about this.
Oh, I'm all about it. You're just coasting along, first class flight, hotel.
It's not first class flight.
I'm doing all the work. You're in like a penthouse.
Oh my gosh. I almost said what hotel, but then I realized all the speakers are staying in that hotel and I can't just dox the hotel. So
you gotta
not.
Right,
I'm like, it's this hotel, guys, and then gets
and then whoever goes there and goes something bad says they heard about it from you.
I know, and then I get thrown under the bus.
So do you see that?
Yes, but so this is for the field day.
Yeah.
Oh, so then all of the community stuff is on the field day. So then the community stuff's not happening on the actual day of the conferences, just on the field day.
That's correct. Correct.
Okay. I get it now.
Yep.
Totally get it.
At 2:30, Alyssa Jordan is a friend of mine. She's Ron Jordan's wife, and she is a lawyer and very smart. I saw her speak in Miami just recently. She's going. Who else? And the one that we know, 2 people, is this is really good. 515 Content Creatives and Creators, Girl in the Verse, and Steve NFT Bark are on the same panel.
Nice.
With laptop Laura.
We have both of them on the pod, so that's cool.
Yeah, really cool. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, I literally don't know any of the other people. I gotta look into them, but that'll be cool to just have more stuff to do because I feel like last time there really wasn't a whole lot. Like I'm glad that there's stages where people can have something to do besides standing around. Because last time it was like, okay, they had food, they had cornhole, they did have that ferocious painting thing. And then basically they just had the concert and then people waiting in line.
Right.
Oh, wait, I'm assuming, okay, instead of the concert stuff, it'll just be that.
This year they have mini putt going.
Ooh.
Putt. Yeah, putt mini golf course. Let's see what else they have. Take a pit stop at the Bud Light backyard. Okay.
Yeah, anything that's a long line, I will not be. Honestly, I'm just be walking around like
Pickleball court.
talking to people probably. Pickleball.
Yeah. NFT.
Okay,
Anybody want to Anybody want to challenge Jennifer and I game pickleball?
Wait, pickleball is like tennis, right?
It's like a little. It's like smaller, but yeah,
Okay.
it's like tennis with smaller little paddle balls. Prepare to be dazzled by a list of attractions and activities to enjoy from gala music, snow throw and art blocks, Pop a Shot, and the Gary Selfie Station. Plus the VeeFriends AI portal that will transport you to the land of VeeFriends, where you can step into different VeeFriends scenes.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like AI.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be vlogging this entire experience. So if you guys want to see what it's gonna be like, I'll be vlogging. Last time I put out 19 vlogs in 5 days, which was way too much. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, stick to like it's only a 3-day thing, so I'm probably just gonna do like 3 vlogs a day.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
3 a day.
Guarantees. Yeah, because I can only do 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so I kind of have to like,
Yeah.
chop them all up and whatever.
Cool.
But
I can't wait. We got to get Andy and I got to get in one. This will be the first time.
Yeah, you guys got to get it for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been in my blogs before.
Oh yeah. At NFT NYC, they get better every time. You do better every time. No pressure.
Oh, thank you. I know. I'm like, I need these to be good. I got to do.
Yeah, these need to be
job.
really good. Steph, I got you.
good.
Get to run around with one of those like gimbals that like holds it real steady. You know what I mean?
Well, Steph's gonna be filming content too, so like, I'm just doing selfie mode, like.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So, I really just want to be able to rely on myself.
That's awesome. Uh-huh.
Okay, so Friday. Should we get into Friday here?
Yeah, let's get into Friday.
So Friday is the actual conference. I have one panel on Friday. So if you guys are going to VeeCon and you're going to be there Friday, this one, honestly, I think might be my favorite panel. And it's called The Intersection of Art and Tech. And it's going to be at the Rainbow Planet stage at 1:15 p.m. All panels are half an hour long. And here are the speakers that are going to be on the panel. Snowfro, Betty, Thank You X, and Corey Van Loo, which, by the way, first of all, Snowfro, literally, I saw him recently, maybe a few months ago at an event, and he was like, oh my God, we gotta convince Gary to let us do another panel together, because last year we had a panel on the main stage. And I was like, yeah, like, we were just kind of like,
I wonder if he said, like, I want Jenny to host my panel.
I don't know, but I swear we freaking manifested it, and they literally put us together on a panel, and I'm freaking pumped about it. Also, Betty, we had her on the pod. She's going to be there, co-founder of Deadfellas. Corey Van Loo, I had him on the pod when I wasn't here, but also we went to his art studio and smoked weed with him, censored. And then also,
maybe you did speak.
Wait, yeah. I can
for
neither confirm nor deny.
yourself.
I can neither
speak for yourself.
Literally, as I hesitated, I was like, "Wait, what if there's children that listen to this?" That was my thoughts. I'm like, "What if kids listen to this?" Anyway, so
it's the same thing as saying you had a drink with them.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, true. So Thank You X is someone that I don't actually know. So, but I'm excited to get to know.
He's
them.
an artist. He's a good artist. Yeah, I don't know them personally either, but
yeah, I mean, I know they're kind of popular, but I've never really followed them or their stuff. So I'm like, okay, I gotta. I still have to like do research on all these people and come up with questions.
That's an epic panel, though. You got a half hour there. That's not enough time. That's an epic panel.
Yeah, and then I'm hoping, like I told you before we started recording, and I did this last year with my panels that were on smaller stages. Is I'm hoping to be able to kind of have 5, maybe 10. Okay, 10 is kind of a lot. A couple minutes at the end to be able to have like 1 or 2 people ask a question from the audience. Last time they let me do that. So I'm hoping I can do that again this time. I think that's always fun to kind of decentralize my role a little bit and let other people get a chance to say a little something or to ask a question. So
check this out. I had an idea. Okay, I think you should invite all 4 of those people to continue the conversation on the podcast. We should have a podcast with those 4 and go for like an hour and a half. Because they're really smart people. Like that's That's a great mix of people to chat. But
True.
just a thought. If they were interested, be like, I love this panel. I want to have all four of you on the pod at the same exact time.
Wow. Well, that's assuming they all get along too.
Yeah.
They
I know
all
what
like
is
each
like
other.
a fight on the thing. Yeah. Actually, I don't. Yeah.
Actually, I don't like this person.
Mhm.
No, but I think this is going to be a great opportunity to kind of invite people in person to come onto the pod. I know we talked about this off the pod, but yeah, like, I mean, some of these people like Snowfro, we haven't even had him on the pod.
I know.
And he's a little harder to get, so we'll see. But if I ask him in person,
I know.
And same with my other. Well, I guess I'll get to that when we get to that.
Yep.
But I have two other panels on Saturday. But back to Friday.
Let's look what else looks good.
So I'm also going to an event. At a networking event from 6 to 8:30. It's called About That Web3 VIP networking event. Shout out to Diamond Doll for inviting me. And it's basically join 100 plus other VeeCon VIPs and youth leaders at the exclusive network event of VeeCon 23. And it's basically to like support young leaders, like basically like kids, and kind of encouraging them to, I don't know, do great things. And who's going to be there? Jeff Staples, Illmind, and Betty will all be there as well. So that's that. And then, what else on Friday what else
on Friday? I'm looking at Matt Kalish is doing one on the marathon stage with Matt Kalish and Gary's brother AJ about revolutionizing the fan experience, innovations in sports. That'll be interesting. Let's see who else. There's definitely a lot of people.
Yeah, they didn't. I wish they put this on the website, but they just kind of put it on Twitter.
And it's Brian. Yeah, I have all the websites pulled up, the blogs.
And I swear, I have the best. I think I have the best panels. Like mine aren't on the freaking main stage, but I feel like mine are the best.
I know that one we just went over is
I know it's
sick.
loaded.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, Ferocious is speaking on Friday, moderated by Swan Sit. Carly Riley's moderating with, this is a good one, OSF, Nate, Alex, Andy, and Jesse Pollock. I don't know who Jesse Pollock is.
Oh, nice.
But Carly's moderating that. That one's, those are people that like to get into like the technicals.
Yeah.
Carly's
like the ultimate
I know. She's
panel moderator. She's really good.
Yeah. Whatever she does, she's an absolute pro. She can like talk. She knows she can like say all these words and make her sound really smart.
I know. I'm like I could never sound that smart.
I know. Exactly. No, she's great. I mean, she knows how to keep asking good questions.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be a good day. It'll be fun. And, walking around the stadium, there's usually, last year they had a Ferris wheel and all kinds of
there'll be some cool stuff popping up.
There's something called Gary's garage sale. And it's like all these people selling collectibles. He brings in like baseball card dealers and comic book dealers and toy dealers and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
NFT land. Yeah, what were we gonna say? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just wondering if you had any other things that you were planning on doing on Friday.
I honestly need to. I gotta do it tomorrow morning, go through the ancillary events.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I know there is. I am behind the times with that right now.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be so much going on. And then there's even, VeeCon, you could literally stay there all day because there's even like a whole thing at night. Like there's just, you don't even have to go to any other events. Right. And honestly, I'm not trying to do too much because I have to like edit my vlogs and put them out and stuff. So I'm like trying to keep things chill. But okay, should we move on to Saturday then?
Yeah, let me say one thing about Busta Rhymes because I want you to think that I'm really old. I need to see what year the song came out.
You're really old. What?
No, I'm joking. But okay, you want to know the first time I heard a Busta Rhymes song? Because it was one of my favorite songs. I still love it to death.
What?
You know the song Scenario by Tribe Called Quest?
Sing it.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the yeah, scenario? You know it? Hey, yo, yeah. Bo knows this, what? And Bo knows that. But Bo don't know Jack because Bo can't rap. So what do you know?
Hey.
So, but Busta Rhymes comes in that song later on, like a young Busta Rhymes, and it's so good. Ooh. And that was 1991 that song came out. I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was in middle school, Northeast Philadelphia. I was at Carnell.
Cornell. What's Cornell?
Summerdale and Devereaux, Carnell Elementary School, 1st to 8th grade.
Exposed. Okay, so now we can just Google Michael Keene, Cornell Elementary, and we can see
What's it going to show? What are they going to do?
Your picture.
And then what?
Nothing.
Yes, I went to Carnell. Well, you know what that is actually? If somebody's really researching me, and that was like sometimes one of those questions from like the bank, like login is like, what was your first elementary school? Like,
yeah, Mike was just revealing all of his like.
That's why they say on Facebook, don't answer those things. Everyone like you'll be like, hey, what elementary school did you go to? And
what's your
like,
maiden name? What's your mom's maiden name? What's your
I'm not
first dog? What's the name of your first dog?
I know, right? Exactly. My first dog was Taffy. He was a good dog. He got hit by a car when I was like 10, right outside the house.
Michael's like, oh, I'm not going to answer that question. Answers the question.
Well, that one. I'm not going to give you my mother's maiden name. That one I'll probably keep private for now.
Oh my gosh.
But you could go on Facebook and see her, and she has her maiden name sitting there. So, like, it's not real hard. Anybody can find me on Facebook in 2 seconds.
I better not come back to this pod and you're like, yeah, I just got
scammed. Somebody, right?
Somebody stole my identity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on to Saturday, folks.
Here we go, yo.
So Saturday, I have 2 panels on Saturday, which I am also very pumped about. So the first one is at Marathon Mountain. Actually, both of them are at Marathon Mountain. And it's at 12:45 p.m. It's called The Innovator's Mindset. And it's with Andre O'Shea, who I actually don't know at all, Pop Wonder, who came on the pod while I was away, and G-Funk, the CEO of Pixel Vault. So that'll be exciting. Maybe we'll get G-Funk to come on the pod. Yeah, that one's a cool one. And then the next one at 2 p.m. is called When Art Gets Personal. This one I'm excited about because I kind of know everyone on here. Trevor Jones, I never knew before VeeCon last year, but he was actually on a panel of mine last year. So that'll be cool to run into him again. Jen Stark, who was also on a panel of mine last year and came on the pod. Mika, who came on our show like a year ago, I want to say. And then Vinny Hager, who we just started following each other, but I've definitely seen him a lot on Twitter. So
artist, very popular artist, great artist. That's all. So you got a third one.
Yeah, they gave me a third one. I only had 2.
You have really good panels.
Oh, yeah. So I was going to tell you guys, at first they emailed me and they're like, oh, here's your 2 panels. And they tell me, oh, I have one Friday, one Saturday, which the Saturday one, I was kind of like, with the people, I was kind of like, I don't know about these people.
You want to say who they were?
No, I definitely don't want to say who they were. But I didn't know.
Should I say? I'll say the project they're involved with. That's all I'll say. I'll say. Okay, no.
And then they ended up tweeting out on the VeeCon Twitter, like, oh, here's the schedule for everything. And that's when I found out that, oh, I do not, in fact, have that Saturday panel. And they, in fact, switched me over to 2 entirely new panels. So I'm like, okay, I'm about it.
Originally, it was going to be Beanie and Zagabond was the original panel. So this is an upgrade.
Imagine if they're actually there. I mean, I guess we do know what Beanie looks like. Oh, wait, we know what Zagabond looks like too.
Do we?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Man, he's doxed.
He's my favorite. It's just all about integrity, and that's why I'm a Zagabond fan.
Yeah, Zuki. Okay, so and then that's kind of Saturday. Like who's the performer Saturday night? Didn't you say
we don't know yet? Oh, that's Friday night. We should have talked about Friday. Andrew Scholl's Friday night. Literally one of my very favorite comics, like in the whole world. Andrew is so funny. You can check him out. He's got his special on YouTube.
I gotta write that in my notes, Andrew Scholl, because I might go to that just to hear him.
Yeah, I'm going that 100%. I'm really looking forward to that. Gary was actually on his podcast. If you want to kind of see the humor, it's called Flagrant Podcast. And Gary was on it. It was a very good episode. That was probably like 6 months ago. Yeah, so they're buddies. And he's performing Friday night. It
Nice.
should be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And then
it's gonna be weird for a comedian to be like in a big giant football stadium with only like 2,000 people there.
right.
You know what I mean? Because like by the end of the night, there's not a lot of people there, and they're just like, even if there's a decent amount, it's still small in a football stadium.
Right. It does look very, I remember people, online, like what that didn't go to the event. They're like, oh, it looks so empty. And it's like, okay, a stadium. Do you know how many tens of thousands of people?
Right. It fits 70,000 people, and this is a 10,000 person conference.
Oh, really? 70? Right. I didn't even know how many.
Yeah. They fit 70,000.
It's a lot. Okay. Yeah. And most people are walking on, the ground level and like, they're not sitting in the freaking pews or whatever. So
in the pews
or whatever it's called. So like,
yeah, it's the pews. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
No, it's called like the stand. It's called like the stands.
The stands. Yeah. So of course the stands always look kind of like, like dead. But
right. Well, I think he kind of does it on purpose to give everybody a lot of space. You're not,
it's nice.
You're not crunched in,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So that I'm really looking forward to. I see Saturday has a good one with Farouk, Richard, and Fonz from Token Proof.
Okay.
Are doing it. Yeah, that's 12:15 at the Rainbow Planet stage on Saturday. Hope that doesn't
my first one's 12:45, so you're off the hook.
This ends at 12:45, so I'm gonna have to run. You're not on the Rainbow Planet stage, are you?
I'm on Marathon Mountain, so you're definitely gonna have to run.
I'm gonna have to.
I don't know where any of this is, but
I know they're in like last year. They were in like the suite levels. Like if you go into like the suite level, that's where they were having that stuff. It was a cool setup.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I feel like why did my Friday one have to be my first one? No, but I just remember last year, like my first one, I was like so nervous. But then after that, I got better. Like I got progressively much better after every panel and like just more confident and stuff. But man, let me tell you something about talking to freaking bunch of people, hundreds of people, and they're all like staring at you. It's definitely. But hey, as long as I prepare, I'll be good. And I've done it before. But yeah. You'll see in the vlogs, folks. We'll see the behind the scenes in the vlogs.
Look at Mumbot's panel, Mixing Mediums, Rainbow Planet,
Mumbot.
3 p.m.
I haven't even looked to see what other people are like, what other panels are happening.
Yeah, she's on with Danny Cole and a couple other people that I don't know.
Yeah.
Artists. Oh, this one's good. Luca, Frank Digaz, and Andy.
That's literally the one that I was just about to say.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's 12:15. I'm gonna miss that because that's the same time as.
Oh, the other one that you wanted to go to. Yep.
I probably rather go to Fonz and Richard.
Yeah. Okay. So what else is happening Saturday? Do we know who's performing? No, right?
I don't think we know yet.
Maybe Young Gravy because I know he's going to be there speaking.
Great. That'd be so.
That's my prediction. I know I'm not really into Young Gravy. I know. Like
Timbaland is there.
Oh my god, Timbaland would be freaking so
Timbaland
cool.
And Missy Elliott.
Oh, I mean, if Missy Elliott came, that would be awesome.
Yep. Last year, the surprise ad at the end was Wyclef.
Right.
Remember that?
And I don't even really know who that is. So
and I was like, I was a huge fan in college with. Well, I mean, the Fugees. You don't know, like you probably know the Fugees, but
I know the Fugees, but not well.
La la. This is our singing episode. I'm a really good singer. If you didn't know.
Wait, keep singing.
No. Okay, now you got me. You might win some, but you just lost one. I'm losing it. I'm losing it quick.
I was like, okay, now you got me.
Now, whoops,
okay, now you got me.
Whoops, that was not good.
That's funny. Okay, so then all right, anything else for Saturday we have to mention, or should we move on to I guess that's kind of it. So last year it was technically 4-day, 3-day of the conference, 1 day of the opening night. This year it's 2 days of the conference, 1 day of the opening night. So it's shorter. Next year is
going to be 1 and 1.
One, yeah.
Right. Next year he's like, we're doing it in the parking lot over.
I know next year's the last year of it.
Yeah, right. And the last year that's free for the users, and he's in a bit of a weird spot because now that the tickets are gone for like $100, how much could he really charge?
No, it's No, because this is basically, they only promised 3 years of VeeCon. They didn't say
Right.
they were going to
They
continue
were
to
going to
do more
even
of
do
them.
right.
So
He'd
they might not do any more of them at all.
They might not if it's not profitable.
I remember,
He'd prefer to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All things being equal, he wishes he could sell a ticket for $1,000 for it.
yeah. Well, I was going to say, I remember when Zach Nadler, who was like the guy that actually puts on the whole event,
Yeah.
he was like, I met with him last year, and he was like, yeah, my biggest fear is that Gary Vee goes on stage and he's like, and we're going to do this for another 5 years. Like, he's like,
that's
like,
his biggest fear.
please keep it to just these 3 years. Because I know it's a lot for him, because it's like organizing something like this. I mean, that's just insane. So
it's very expensive. I mean, you got to hand it to Gary's Pie. I think it's paying millions and millions of dollars to put this on. That
oh yeah, I know. This is honestly, I totally agree. This is such a big blessing to the space and the bear market right now. Like you're not seeing anything like this, and it's only because he freaking promised this 3 years ago.
I know.
But it's like, it's truly amazing, and I think people are gonna have an amazing time and really feel I don't know, like a new sense of appreciation for the NFT space and each other and the community. You know, things can get so nasty on Twitter that it's like being able to connect with people in real life, nothing beats it. You know, nothing beats it. So,
that's actually a good point. My favorite part of all of these festivals is the people I connect with and hanging and standing outside of some venue and smoking a couple joints with friends. That's the best. My buddy Gassan is coming. We've become good friends. We met through the podcast.
Nice.
We hung out at VeeCon last year. And then I went to Detroit where he's from with my cousin for the Eagles game this past September, and he was the best host you could imagine. And we become buddies. Yeah. So he's coming with some of his friends. He's coming in on Thursday. We're going to chill. We're going to hang.
You know what? I have to shout out my friends who are coming in to support me. Swicky and Corporate Trash, they're coming.
Yes.
And Swicky's like, I'll be your, what did she say? Your Twitter husband. She's going to like take videos and photos and stuff for me. So I'm excited. You know, and my sister's obviously coming with me. Like, it's just going to be such a fun time.
There are a lot of former guests going to be there with the three you just mentioned, VGF.
I'll have to get everyone in the vlog.
Girl on the Verse, Steve.
And if you guys are listening to this and you see us, come up and say hello. Like, I'll definitely, if you say you listen to the pod, I'm definitely going to get you in the vlog.
Oh yeah.
Unless you don't want to be in the vlog, but yeah, like nothing is more fun than meeting people that actually listen to the podcast. Like, it makes it feel so real. Like, oh my gosh, people are.
I know, it's like you listen, because a lot of people listen, but they don't like interact and like message and things like that. But then when they come up, like, that's why I wear these shirts. I just love it.
Oh yeah, Michael will be rocking his NFT Catcher pod. You know, everyone's seen his green shirt,
and everyone knows Andy's coming.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
Andy's
epic.
Coming. Our producer Andy, he's coming.
Who's probably laying on his couch right now saying, "End this damn episode."
Oh yeah, we gotta end this. This is going on too long.
No,
he's not feeling too hot right now. So. But you know what? I just want to say I'm gonna be wearing. Last time I shouted out 2 people that were making me custom stuff, and one of them came through and it was oversized. When I bought it, I didn't realize oversized, and I'm so small that oversized looks like XXL on me, and I hate it. So I was just like, okay, I'm not wearing this. And then the woven guy that was supposed to, the hair turned out blue instead of purple with my doodle, and like, I'm not going to get it in time. So I hand painted myself a jacket instead, and I'm going to be wearing that. By the time you hear this, I will have posted a video on Twitter, and you can see what the jacket looks
Everybody should flood Google reviews with negative reviews on the
on what?
On those people. That's okay.
No,
I'll ask ChatGPT to set me up a bot to every 2 hours, just put a 1-star review on each of those companies. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway. All right. I guess that's it. Do we have anything else we want to cover for our?
No, I think we're good. This is a good, good VeeCon preview. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see you and your sister, and everybody that's coming in.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. We'll catch you guys. Next episode will be an interview, and then we'll record a VeeCon recap at some point and tell you guys all about the event. So thanks for listening to this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.